Hey, Doug.
Hi, Liza.
So here we are, sitting in the garage.
Back to square one.
Yeah. In fact, on the Pretty Girl couch where it all started.
Yeah, this is where it happened.
So we're sitting in here. You've been working on bikes. I've been working on bikes and reminiscing. And it got me thinking about the old days when we would record in here in the garage.
Yeah, with the sirens and everything.
And the possums.
The possums, yeah.
And amazing how many people we'd fit into this garage.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. Yeah, and we all couldn't see each other sometimes, but we fit them.
Yeah, I think our record's like 16 people in here. But on a regular basis, we would work in the garage all day on Sunday, and then people would put away the tools. We'd set up all this equipment, bring out a soundboard.
We're talking like half-hour break setup and breakdown, at least.
Oh, yeah. All the cables, everything. And then we'd talk about what we did, what we're working on, all sorts of things. I mean, this was the birth of the podcast right here. And since then, we've moved into the studio in the house, so we don't have to break down and set up.
Right.
But it's kind of cool remembering all the people we've had through here.
Absolutely.
We Cody Webb sitting here. You had Craig Vetter. I mean, all sorts of amazing. We've had racers, champions, AMA Hall of Famers.
A lot of boneheads.
And the thing that's funny is, you know, we've been wrenching on bikes here
For a long time.
We've been coming here like 15 years.
Yeah, I've been coming here about 15 years. Yeah.
And it seems like, you know, back then it was really about getting like free or cheap bikes and just fixing them up however you can and making them run. And just bolting different things together. And that was kind of the recycle garage, was to reuse.
Right.
Recycle. We still have like fenders and gas tanks.
There's so much
around.
stuff accumulated over the years and stuff that was already here.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And it seems back then, you know, you're building bikes on a budget and you're building bikes that basically they look like they're ready for the zombie apocalypse. You know, rat bikes.
Still waiting for it. It hasn't happened.
And we're still building bikes for that. It seems like that's kind of the thing. I love if it has knobbies, it's cooler.
We will be ready when the day comes.
Ready for the zombie apocalypse, exactly. Well, we actually are doing this recording now because I'm away in Pakistan with John, and I thought, you know what? Let's go back and revisit some of our older episodes. We're up to like 560
something like that
episodes, right? And
crazy.
A lot of people really haven't gone into our back catalog too much. So I decided to go through and find one of my favorite past episodes. You were here for it. Knock, Adrian, Mike, Kat, Zach.
Zach, yeah.
Jim, Jake. Like the whole crew that we're all still kind of tight with.
Sure.
It's kind of amazing.
Yep.
But we're going all the way back to episode 149.
Ooh.
Considering there were 52 episodes a year.
Yeah, that's like almost 3 years, yeah.
No, more than that.
Well, 52 episodes a year and 150.
Oh, right. But we're at 6 something now. Yeah,
3
exactly.
years in, yeah.
Yeah. And this was a big episode for us. It was a big get. And it helped a lot of people find our show after that. In fact, people are still writing and saying that they found our show through this guest. So going back to building bikes for the zombie apocalypse, we brought on really the best person with experience.
Lots of experience.
In the zombie apocalypse.
Fantastic bike builder.
It's still going, by the way. It's still going on his new show. That's Norman Reedus.
Yep, good old Norman.
And we had so much fun when he came. And, you know, he was so nice.
Such a cool guy. And, you know, when it comes to celebrities, people always think like, oh, they're just too cool to talk to you and they got all their own shit to do. But Norman looked you in the eye, genuinely was interested in what you had to say and asked you all the right questions. He was just such a cool guy to sit and chat with.
Yeah, and it also, he's a real biker. He's legit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that brings us all together.
That's how we came together in the first place,
Is we just love to talk about bikes. So sit back and enjoy one of the episodes from the archives, number 149. And this is Talking Bikes with Norman Reedus. Hey there, welcome to this special episode of Motorcycles and Misfits. We had the amazing opportunity to have Norman Reedus of The Walking Dead as a guest on our podcast. He, in turn, had the amazing opportunity to spend the day with us and film it for his AMC show, Ride with Norman Reedus. So here's the Norman Reedus show, and keep listening after it's over to hear the Misfits talk about their experience with Norman, his beautiful friend Imogen, and a bunch of cameras in our faces. Hey there, welcome to Motorcycles and Misfits at the Recycle Garage here in sunny Santa Cruz, California.
Yeah,
It was quite sunny,
something
actually.
like that.
Very
It was very nice today.
And that sunset.
Oh, yeah, very
And the
nice.
swell was wumping, big waves.
Hey, let's get to who's in the garage tonight. You have me, your host, Liza. What's up? I can't.
Give it up.
Next to me, we got Fruit Loop.
How you doing?
Then we got Cat. Meow. Over in the corner, we got Douglas.
Present.
Then we got Big Jim.
Word to your moms, I've come to drop bombs.
Really?
I've seen what you do to toilets.
Would you?
Yeah,
Or
were
make
the
me
Browns
get
going to
naked.
the Super Bowl this year?
Next to him, we got Jake.
What's up?
Then next up, we got Adrian.
Hello.
And then we got Knock.
Hi.
And over in the corner, we got Zach.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Do you exist?
So we're not going to do our usual thing. We're not going to talk about what we did today because, well, we had a lot of fun and stuff happened. But we have an opportunity that I'm seizing at this moment.
Sort of like a seized motor.
Yeah, like the seized motor in the parking lot.
Pumpkin.
So
Pumpkin.
a few years ago, we had one of our topics was what's the best bike for the zombie apocalypse? And I think we mutually agreed that maybe the KLR diesel would be the best.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it
military
was pretty
KLR diesel
unanimous.
Yeah.
runs on a lot of gas. So you can fuel it everywhere, and yeah.
I wanted to bring this up again because we have a special guest here, somebody who actually has experience in this field. And I want to get their opinion to see what they actually think is the best bike for the zombie apocalypse. So I'd like to welcome here Daryl Dixon.
What's up? Hi, thanks for having me.
Hey, Dad. Welcome.
Thanks
What's
for
going
coming.
on? The Misfits.
So I wanted to ask you first, what is the criteria for a good bike in this situation? Like, what are you looking for?
I'm going to tell you, and I think you're not going to like my answer.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I like your choice, right? But I think what I would do is I'd get one of these zero bikes. And I would put a solar panel on the back of it. Run it forever. One of the questions. Run it forever because anything that makes noise attracts zombies.
Right.
Right? And I caught a lot of flack for having that Triumph with the ape hangers. I caught a lot of flack. And then I built another bike miraculously in like 6 hours on that show.
Yeah, of course.
And I get a lot of flack because that one makes a lot of noise as well. So
commercials.
yeah. So, I mean, you can just siphon so much gas out of so many abandoned cars. But with an electric motorcycle, they wouldn't hear me coming. And if I had a solar panel on it, I could just ride that sucker forever.
Yeah,
Feel
the
me?
zeros
Which I never would have thought of that ever, except for today. We went by that shop and rode those bikes. And I was a little skeptical, as was Imogen here. And I got to say, I had a lot of fun on those. That, the thing is, like, you're not downshifting, you're not thinking of any of the things that you have to think about when you're riding, and you kind of just fly. It's like your ass just kind of all those things have crazy torque, but your ass just kind of slides on glass. You know,
The
kinda-
only-
The
Yeah.
quietness of it.
Yeah.
Just like
The only
Is your dog snoring right now? Is
yeah,
that what that was?
that's like, you gotta poke. That's your job.
it's a real thing.
Poke their dog?
You're feeling
It's real mean. That's
He's only 2. The only flaw with the Zero, and when we discussed it prior, I said having the Zero as a backup, because a solar charger would take a long time to charge it up. That's
Well,
the problem.
what are you gonna do? You know
But
what
so
I mean?
that's a good backup, or run to town kind of
Yeah.
bike. But if there was a way to have a power source generator, yes, totally.
Well, in Alexandria, we have solar panels right now. If you've noticed,
There you go.
we have them right there running the whole place.
2.3
The Zeros
gigawatts.
can take pretty much any power.
What
source, too.
came up with that? What did you watch an episode and saw that bike? And first off, I remember riding that Triumph.
That's all we saw was the bike.
It was such a. It was. Is it always? It was. That was a great bike, and then Frank Darabont picked that bike. But I remember riding that the opening shot of, I think it was season 3, and I'm cruising down the road back when I had short hair on the show.
You're cruising hard. That's what we say here.
Cruising hard,
No, that's
and
what you
then and I thought I looked really, really cool, except I looked over and this little bit of like fat was jiggling. I was like, motherfucker, like, you know.
Well, we get a question. How did you come to have that bike? And how was the gas mileage? Was it a problem?
Which one? The first one or the second one? Oh, the
peanut
chopper.
tank?
The Triumph and the peanut
Well,
tank.
that's supposed to be Merle's bike, and
Did he customize the frame up that high?
I guess I don't know what the fuck. That was a bike that Frank found in Georgia and liked it, and it had the SS thing on the side, and he just was like, you know what, this is what this character does, and we just ran with it. But it's supposed to be. It was actually, that bike was a piece of shit. It broke down all the time. Yeah.
That thing's got to over. I mean, if you're filming it or whatever, I mean, you're going down the road a bunch of times and it's air cooled. This thing's probably going to die a bunch.
Yeah.
So Triumph, it doesn't have the right fog to keep the electricals together.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, a crossbow too. You know, a crossbow, you can't cock a crossbow with your hands.
Yeah.
And I do that shit all day long. So, you know.
So it seems like there's a lot of bikes. There's plenty to choose from. Was there ever a time that you thought about grabbing a different bike?
On the show?
Yeah.
That's Daryl Dixon.
You know, or a Ferrari. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always like, why are we driving a Hyundai? Like, you know what I mean? Let's.
Reliable.
And they pay for ad space, I believe. But you know, I mean, yeah, we think about that stuff all the time. But you know, it's TV, so you can't, you know what I mean.
Actually, I was going to ask, the bike you have now, is that a total pain in the butt to push through the woods? Because I was watching that, and that looked not fun at all.
You know, it's small. It's heavy, but it's small.
Is that the one I rode?
It's what?
Is that the one I rode when I was out there?
It is. Yeah, Imogen came down with the Babes Ride Out girls. They were doing a ride from.
Oh,
Highway
no.
Runaways.
I can't keep up with all you guys. But yeah, they came down and we were like, let's switch bikes. And what was that monster you made?
I was on
ride?
a wide glide.
Yeah, and it was a monster. And then you know, with the pegs there.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
The gynecological chair.
But that little Honda was great, right?
It was fun.
It's super fun. Yeah.
So I would like to make some suggestions.
Here we go.
Okay, so
As you do.
because
Being
basically,
helpful and mean.
yeah.
Let me tell you something.
So first, you should consider an anti-theft device of some kind.
Like in Mad Max, where she has like the kill switch sequence type thing.
Ooh, I like
Just
it.
saying.
I like it.
Second, on the new bike, you might want to consider some passenger foot pegs, you know, in case Carol wants to hop on again.
There are.
Yeah,
There.
okay.
Yeah.
Third, more mirrors, I would suggest. It would be nice to maybe see something coming up behind you.
Yeah, that's come up before.
Yeah,
Okay.
you get the Vespa spread of mirrors.
As long as,
on the side.
as long as your mirror doesn't fall off like Liza's did on
Yeah.
the Sunset ride.
Fourth, cannot recommend enough heated grips. We all
And a heated
love
seat, too.
heated grips.
You know, I just experienced the heated grips thing. It was great. Yeah.
We're just
magic.
saying. And then lastly, a machine gun on the front, because what bike isn't cooler with a machine gun on the front?
We've thought about
A bike with a motor on the back.
Snoring again.
That's adorable. Yeah, we've thought about attaching weapons to that thing, like a tube that would hold a shotgun, you know, and then I could do like the Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator style. Exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Flip out blade. You know, catch a walker.
Yeah, but what if
that's
it's
because-
solid?
Adrian.
Yeah, but you'd want it angled back so it didn't jerk you too much as you hit.
Or some sort of like oil squirt tube out the back. Light a match and boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could just drill a hole in your exhaust and squirt some soap in it, make like a smoke screen.
Actually, a windshield wiper pump with the electrics drilled into the back of the exhaust with wiper fluid.
You guys
You guys are getting all Batman.
What about
That's
you know
where
how
hit the
people
button on
light
the
the
front
fire
and
on
you
the
get a smoke
Harleys
screen
though?
behind you?
That's awesome.
Like the fire comes out of the exhaust.
You can do it with
With a little
propane
trigger?
instead.
Just make
Yeah,
it.
appropriate.
Maybe you should just get a Hyundai.
Just get on that.
This is what we do.
Back to a Hyundai. Here we go.
We sit around and talk about bikes, but you know, I want to. If people haven't figured out yet, our guest tonight is actually Norman Reedus. So thank you, Norman, for coming.
Hey, it's my
and
pleasure.
next to you, the very pretty and accomplished Imogen Latonin.
Hello.
So it's great to have you both here.
Bosley.
Ed Buzzley.
Wake up, buddy.
He's wrangling them together.
If you need, we can get rid of it. But it's
just keep this
kind of
out?
become a thing. It's become a thing. The snoring dog on the podcast.
It's great.
So I wanted to get an opportunity to actually get to know Norman. And that's something we do on our podcast is we do get to know when new people come through. We want to know about the biker because I don't find that much information on you, the biker. So I wanted to see what's the first bike you rode?
The first bike I rode was a YZ80. It belonged
Little
to
one.
It belonged
How old
to
were
a
you?
friend of mine named Kuhn. And the big story I tell about that bike is I bet all the kids in the neighborhood that I could ride a wheelie down in front of the local high school.
Nice.
That's a bike.
Yeah.
And I got
right.
a little bit, and I flipped the bike up, and it came down, and it gave me stitches in my knee. And then Kuhn put me on the back. We ran to his mom. She took me to the hospital. I got stitches in my knee, and then I went and called everybody back there to try it again. Did
Nice.
the exact same thing, flipped it, landed back on the same knee. Got the exact same stitches reopened, went back to the same doctor and got the stitches. Yeah.
Old school.
Jesus Christ.
Old school like a
I was
boss.
an idiot, yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
both Doug and I have the exact same scars right
shit.
here
Yeah,
from
we
crashing.
got
Matching scars from dirt biking. First time out dirt biking with Adrian, and
Yeah.
totally washed it in the corner. And I had Adrian and friend Justin irrigating my arm out with a syringe. Not the funnest thing.
Yeah, I have a titanium.
It was fun for me.
eye socket.
It was fun.
Yeah.
What the? Wait, whoa. Hold up.
The shotgun.
You have a titanium eye socket?
Yeah, but not from a motorcycle crash.
That's still so
I
gnarly,
got hit
though.
by a semi truck. Yeah, I went through the window of a car face first, and so this is all titanium.
Jeez.
And I have 4 screws in my
From
nose.
Cyberdyne Systems.
Yeah.
How do you deal with winters in New York then?
I will tell you, like, if it's super cold, it gets cold, and I get a headache. If it's super hot, it gets hot, and I get a headache.
The weatherman.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's gotta
I wear
suck.
sunglasses all the time.
Like Georgia
the
Summers,
weatherman.
though? That's gotta
I'm
suck.
super sensitive eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It sounds like we found out how you got into biking, being the daredevil at the high school. Well played. But you've been riding a long time. What's your favorite bike that you've owned?
Favorite bike that I've owned. This company called Hammerhead made a scrambler. It's the real modified, just simple down scrambler that I really like a lot. It's one of my most comfortable bikes, one of my most reliable bikes, and it looks like a bull. It's
Big knobby tires.
yeah, big knobby tires.
Nice.
Yeah.
I gotta check
I
that
like
out.
that look.
Hammerhead. I don't think there's a company anymore, but it's HAMMAR head.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you mentioned like the titanium, and obviously that's a change. It wasn't for motorcycling, but how has motorcycling changed you?
A bunch. It's changed me a bunch, and I got to not just motorcycling, but motorcycling in Georgia, like switching locations, and like I ride to work every day, and I think about what I'm about to do, and it really gets me in the mood, and then I ride home, covered in blood and bugs stuck to my arm, and I think about what I did. I don't know. It's almost like yoga or something at some point. You know what I mean?
I commute as well, and for me, it's the cleansing after work, and you're just like meditative, just like okay, in the hills with the machine, one with the machine going through the.
Yeah.
Cleansing's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, also like it's my time.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of time that's not my time anymore, so it's my time. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Hey, Imogen, how about you? What's the first bike you rode?
First bike I rode was also a Honda Rebel. My aunt lives in
gateway
Florida,
drug.
out in La Belle, Florida, and I grew up in New Zealand, and I would ride on the back of my dad's bike. He had a BMW Dakar, and I couldn't touch the ground on that thing, so I would go on the back of it on the way to school and the way to university. And it wasn't until I was out in Florida, and my aunt has land and animals, and me and my dad got one of her old Hondas running and rode around Florida. No helmet laws and just beautiful flat nothing, which is so different from New Zealand.
Big bugs, though.
Big bugs. Lots of big bugs.
Daryl, do you prefer?
We already established. This is
Pay attention. Wake up.
Man, like, come on,
What?
Dave.
What do you want?
Wake up.
Dave's not here right now. Do you
Safe
prefer
word.
to ride alone or with a group of friends or both? Or
I like both.
Yeah?
To be honest, yeah. But I'm mostly a lone wolf dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I it's riding with a lot of people's fun though. I will admit. Yeah. And I've
do you
done
have?
it a few times.
Oh, sorry. Do you have like a core group of friends that you ride with typically, or is it just like mostly alone time for you on the bike?
I mean, I have a lot of friends that ride, but not a group, not like
Sure.
your group or her group. So, but I have a couple friends that I ride with every once in a while. You know who rides now on the show? Steven.
Okay.
So he and I go riding quite a bit.
Did you get him hooked on it or what?
Yeah, I guess I did.
What
to
was
be
his
honest,
gateway bike?
It was a Triumph Bonneville. Was his bike?
That's a good bike.
50.
Of course.
You know,
Like
actually,
classic or
I
restored?
used to ride a Rebel too. I will admit.
What?
Check it out. I worked at a motorcycle shop in Venice, California, called Dr. Carl's Hog Hospital, and I couldn't afford a bike, but he would let me take the loaner bike, and that was a Rebel, and people would just give me shit.
Hey, it's better than no bike. I'll tell you what.
I loved it, but they come in there, mom, 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 and just like, what's that?
Yeah, but they're Harley riders.
I'll be right back to get parts for your bike.
So, for both of you, what do you guys feel defines motorcycle culture in California? I mean, you've been around to different places. You've seen it's different everywhere you go. What do you think of California?
Well, I think, just going off the people that we've met, there's a real artistry, like an artistic mind out here on the West Coast, and it's nobody rides a stock bike at all out here. Nobody that I like rides a stock bike, they make their bikes individual, and it's a reflection of themselves. I just did a ride with Peter Fonda from the top of Florida to the bottom of Florida, and I think that whole that term ride free or stay at home, I think it was made for him. And he's the most California rider I've ever met. I mean, grew up here, knows everything about it, but there's a real artistry to it. And we keep meeting people that keep changing the looks of their bikes and making them personable. And they're all artists,
What's your favorite road or ride? I mean, I know you're all over the place, so I mean, you have more opportunity than most of us to ride like sick roads.
Well, I tell you that Imogen and I were talking about it earlier, that the best rides, I think, are the spontaneous ones where you're just like, shit, shove something in a backpack and leave, Yep. But I did one, I gave an award at the Country Music Awards in Nashville, and I was down in Georgia, and I had a few days off, and, they booked me a flight to go there and everything, and I'm sitting there watering my plants, and I'm looking at my bike, and I'm watering my plants, and I said, fuck it. And I grabbed a suit, I shoved it in a backpack, I duct taped my iPhone to the tank of my bike.
Nice.
I mean, just like, and it would get so hot on the way there that the screen would go black. And so I wrote all my directions, and I almost said instructions, directions on my arm, and then I kept going through rainstorms, and I just kept losing them. So I would have to stop and just ask people, like, how do I get on the thing, and where am I going? And that sort of spontaneity, I think, makes for a good ride. But that ride to Nashville is one of my favorites, for real.
So, kind of branching. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
do you want to answer?
Oh, sorry.
What's your one of your favorite rides?
Favorite rides? I was lucky last year. I did this cross-country ride from East Coast to West, from Brooklyn to San Francisco, and I wouldn't even be able to pick what the best ride in that. It was so beautiful. We went through the Old Smokies in Tennessee. We went through the Rockies.
Okay,
Colorado. Went to Norman's house. Georgia was beautiful. I hadn't seen a lot of the states. I'd been to Florida, LA, a little bit of New York, and suddenly it was just all this open road, like New Mexico, Colorado. So beautiful.
Did you go through Texas?
I did.
Did you go through I-10 East-West Texas?
I believe I did.
Oh my God. You should get a merit badge. Everyone should get a merit badge when they go through that section.
Yeah, there was a lot of nothing.
Yeah, it was just like long
oil
stretches.
fields and yeah.
I rode through there in the summer in a halfy helmet, riding cross country, got hit in the forehead with a beetle at doing 80 miles an hour.
That explains a lot.
So much pain.
Not
so
really,
much
but
pain.
I did Colorado River Valley. I was going west to east, and it was beautiful. Sunset, River Valley. I started there, and my visor was just green, and my front was all green
Bug
from all the
guts.
bugs. So I wiped it all off, and then 10 minutes later, still couldn't see again.
Yeah.
We did that driving up here. I was like, a bug just hit me in the face. But we couldn't hear each other. And she was like, what? And
I love your face too.
and then later she grabs my glasses. She goes, is this a bug on your face? You hear me screaming? Yeah.
Apologies.
So you went up the Pacific Coast Highway. How was that? And was it as amazing as?
It's gorgeous, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like paradise going up that road. The sunsets were super pretty. You have the ocean right there. I mean, it's hard not to ride like this.
Mountains on one side, ocean on the other.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, you don't look at the road a lot.
Is there anything you really want to do that you haven't done yet, like riding on an ice field or something crazy like that?
I don't know. My friend Shady was talking about this, and I also we stopped by Rolling Sands on the way here, and he also brought it up. But you can get these attachments for your bike where you can turn them into snowmobiles.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Motorcycle.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
friend.
so cool.
I have 2 friends in Oregon that's what they do. And JJ just went up there and tried it. And he actually, it's like 2 podcasts ago, came down and told us about it. And that and ice racing. Oh,
Yeah.
If I could have something right quick, you went by Rolling Sands. That bike you rolled up on today, could you talk a little bit about it? Because that was
I pulled up on a
pretty
hyper
cool.
motard. I rode his bike and I stole it and brought it here. It's so nice. That Beamer. It's it's so powerful. I love the sound of it too. It's like pop, 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 pop. But it's it's so comfortable. It's so powerful. It's heavy enough where you fly down the freeway and you really feel safe on it as well.
Looks pretty good too.
It looks nice next to her bike. She's got a dope bike as well. So
Right on.
they're a good combo.
Thing is shiny.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my bike that shiny today.
Your bike's in pieces right now.
The other one.
You said you've been riding for about how long now?
God, I was probably 12 or 13 when I flipped that thing up.
So I love to ask this question. What do you think it means to be an accomplished rider? And have you hit that point in your life yet? And if you did, what was that one moment?
I don't know what that means. I mean, I ride and I have fun. Accomplished rider, I mean, I feel comfortable enough to go places on a bike. I don't think I could take a bike apart and put it back together. I mean,
Me
not,
neither.
I really, yeah.
But he does anyway.
Taking it apart, that's easy.
Someone's
part.
gotta do
I mean,
it.
I used to do that on the shop. I could take it apart, but I couldn't put it back together.
Yeah, me too. I'm good.
But don't hit what the dog? Oh, this. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I like to ride, and when I get done with a long ride or a short ride, I have the adrenaline rush from it, and that's an accomplishment. I mean, I know far better riders than me and far better mechanics than me and so forth. I mean, Imogen's a better rider than me.
And everybody's different too. Everybody comes to that point where like, okay, now I am comfortable on a motorcycle, or something happens, or you get out of a moment, dangerous moment or something, and for some people that's the point where they go, okay, I'm pretty confident. I think I'm an accomplished rider.
I mean, I've done things by accident.
That's what Bosley thinks about everybody.
Right there.
He's like, move it along.
Everybody's a critic.
Yeah, I mean, I've done things on bikes by accident where I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I just pulled that off.
Right.
It was all by accident. I mean, I remember being in a movie and
More throttle.
racing in a wet grass field and accidentally dropping the bike and then jumping on it and kind of surfing it. And I was like, that's kind of an accomplishment.
I
Like, did you get that on film? I also did that on Walking Dead, and that the ape bike dropped that, slid on it without breaking character, grabbed the pistol and got up and started shooting zombies with it. And when they yelled out, I'm like, tell me you got that on camera. And they're like, no, dude, you fell. We cruised this. And I was like, oh.
Do it again. Is that like,
Yeah, right.
like beer goggles when you realize like you actually fell on the bike, fell on you, and you're just passed out, and you're like, thought that's what happened?
No, it happened by accident. I mean, I didn't surf it like,
That's
a block.
pretty sick.
But-
At least that
So,
happened to me when I crashed.
Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful achievement. Are there any other like big achievements that you consider on your bike?
For both of you.
Yeah, for both of you.
What would you say is like the biggest achievement you've accomplished on a motorcycle or with a motorcycle?
I'd say for me it was crossing the country.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I think 6,000 miles we did on that trip, and I loved it. I had the best time.
That's pretty badass. I think that trip to Nashville, because it was like my first trip where it was just me and there was nobody else I could call, and it was it was a decision that I made when I was sort of being yelled at to hurry up, jump on this flight. It was sort of like that, and I don't know. It's just like fuck everybody. I want to go do this. It was like that.
It's very motorcyclist of you.
Yeah. So, do you follow any racers, MotoGP, or anything like that?
Yeah, I really don't. I mean, there's a what is that, flat track racing that in Del Mar? Was that what it's called? I think I'm going to do that on Saturday. I'm excited to see
flat
that.
track jelly.
Flat track is.
Do you guys know who JMB is? Jean-Michel Bale. I rode around in the desert with him. He's an retired MotoGP racer, and that was fun.
Jean-Michel Bale now on the road. Yeah. That sounds cool.
So there's a question that we ask all of our guests. I have to prepare you.
Yes, I'm an alcoholic.
Welcome to the club. Yeah, we all have issues here.
I have to prepare you for this a little bit. There's a phrase that we use here for a bike that we really, really would like to own. It's a bike that you look at. It might be like something in this case for me, like the VR 1000 race bike up there, and you look at it and you go, "Oh, I would take it up the butt for that." We call it an up the butt bike. So I want to know what your up the butt bike is.
Do I have to pick it off this wall?
No. Out of anywhere.
Anything. Like
Do you have an up the butt bike?
I would like to have one of Indian Larry's motorcycles. And I don't know even that I would ride it, but then I would just kind of wipe it with a diaper. One of his bikes. I have a friend that has two of them, and they're just, you're just like, oh.
You love those peanuts.
I have a problem that I fall in love with any bike that I ride. So I don't really know until I ride it. But this thing I'm riding now is a power plant bike. It's a dyno, and I am in love with it.
Yeah.
That would be my other butt bike. I want that. It's mine.
It's just a term. And it wouldn't be a normal podcast if we didn't have a small game that we do.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Game time.
So it's game time. Now, usually I put all of them on the hot seat, but guess what? You two are on the hot seat.
Do we need to turn these cameras off for this?
No. This is
we got Indian Larry's bike outside.
We're going squeaky.
Surprise.
It's just a couple questions. Now, I've seen a lot of pictures of you on Triumphs. You seem to be fond of British bikes. And for Imogen, I think you've been to Britain before.
I was born there.
Yes, exactly. So let's see how well you know your British terms when it comes to motorcycles. This is very easy. And this is multiple choice.
Oh, good.
So you have 1 and 3. So the first question is, what is the British term for a high-low beam switch? So you guys can help each other, and these are your choices. Is it a dip switch, a flip switch, or a trip switch?
I would say dip switch, but I don't know for sure.
You can call a friend.
I just call in a lifeline.
Hello?
You can use a
What was
lifeline.
the
We're on the same
choice?
team, so I can pick one. So we get 2 out of 3.
No, you're on the same team. You're helping each other. Which one do you think?
Dip or
Dip switch, flip switch, or trip switch?
maybe it's trip switch. Trip,
No, that's something else.
trippy.
That's a bag of something.
We're gonna go.
Flip switch.
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. It's a dip switch.
I looked over at Alex and and she's British, and they just screwed me up. She's like, just did that.
Wait, what if we reverse it and flange? Flange is a word that throws me off all the time. The word flange is not something in English you can use.
It's okay, because maybe you'll get this next
That's
one.
like exit and way out.
It's easy.
The egress.
So,
Yeah.
what is the British term for a DOHC, or a double overhead cam? Would it be a double roller, a double knocker, or a double dubber? Do not look over here. So, double roller, double knocker, or double dubber?
Double knocker.
That's right. Okay. Hey, you got one there. All right. All right. So, what's the British term for a wheel cover or a hubcap? Is it a hot pot, a donut, or a nave plate? She thinks she knows.
We're gonna go with nave plate.
You sure?
No, I'm not. She said it.
I'm not sure either. It just sounds very English.
You sounded it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. All right.
You're doing pretty good. All right. So, what's the British term for a single cylinder? Is it a single shot, a one lunger, or a mono jug?
What was number 2?
Single shot, one lunger, or mono jug?
You're not pronouncing it right.
One lunger.
Plunger?
One lunger.
One
lunger.
Single shot or mono jug?
Mono jug.
I think single shot.
All right. You're wrong.
No, I made that up. It's a one lunger.
Damn it! You're a really good actress,
Hot shot is very
does. She
American
tricks
saying.
you into
Yeah.
guessing the wrong
Hot shot.
damn
She
question.
said it really
Usually they're my victims. I love this. All right. So what's the British term for the carb choke plate? Is it a strangler flap, a chicken choker, or a flappy gap?
That sounds like those movies Knock watches.
Flappy gap.
Hey, you were watching those with me, man. I know your secrets too.
Flappy gap sounds good.
Flappy gap. No, I made that one up too. It's a strangler flap.
Strangler flap.
Sounds really horrible.
Yeah.
Really
taking
a horrible turn.
Gross word.
You can redeem yourself on this last one. So which of these is not a turn signal, a term for a turn signal? Winker, trafficator, gesticulator.
Did you say wanker?
Trafficator.
So which of these is not a turn signal? Winker, trafficator, gesticulator.
Trafficator.
No, that is actually
That's a real
in
word.
the Triumph terms for old turn signals. They called them trafficators. A gesticulator has nothing to do with turn signals.
That sounds perverted.
Gesticulating loudly.
This is getting dark.
It's
So
something
thank you for playing.
Gesticulator.
How well do you know your British terms? I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's all right. So I think we're ready to wrap it up here. I want to thank you guys for coming and joining us. It was
guys are a
a
cool group.
great
Thanks for having us.
opportunity. And do you have any last questions or statements you would like to make before we split on?
No, I want to start listening to you guys though. Do you ever have phone
How do we
calls?
find the?
We have number one in Pakistan.
Watch this. Hey Zach, you want to tell everyone how they can reach us?
You can find us online at Motorcycles and Misfits, on Facebook at Recycle Santa Cruz. Send us an email at recyclemotorcyclegarage@gmail.com, and you can call and leave us a voicemail at
831-291-5112.
You guys have really good radio voices, by the way. This guy back here, like, what the hell was that? That was awesome.
He's got one job. That's it.
So good.
That's it.
I've rehearsed that a lot.
He was the first one to memorize it, so we just gave him the job.
Yeah.
We don't remember.
Stop being reliable, Zach.
They were a mess before I got here.
Oh, well, I was doing sound before you did.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, motorcyclesandmisfits.com is where you find us. And you can go to our Facebook page and see what we're doing.
Our YouTube page.
I just put a picture up today of Miss Cat, who was getting coin slotted. That's when you bend over and you don't have your underwear pulled up high enough, so you get some coins down
Nice.
there.
That's how we pay for the parts around here.
It's just like a little piggy bank.
I get change for a meter that I won't use. Thank you.
Nice.
Take an American flag for the next person.
Mike still got a nickel in his shoe.
I'm good.
If it's in your boxers, you don't have to take it out now.
Yeah.
So I think we're ready to get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and thank you guys for joining us.
You guys are so much fun.
Thank you so much for showing up.
What a blast. Thanks for taking us on that ride, too.
That was beautiful.
So in wrapping up, this is Liza,
Mike.
Cat.
Douglas.
Norman.
Imogen.
Jim.
Jake.
Adrian.
This is Knock.
and we are out of here.
Cool.
Later.
Peace.
End scene.
All right.
Yeah, it's so time for a beer.
I've never done a podcast before either.
And we're back. So now for the recap of our day with Norman. So I have gathered here to tell the tale with me. This is Liza. And next to me, I got Zach.
Hello.
I got Knock.
Yeah.
Naked Jim.
Hey, hey, hey.
And Mike.
How you doing?
So, all right. So this was such a fun thing. And it was hard for me because
man.
I'm the one who contacted the production company and made this thing happen. And I had to keep it a secret for a long time, which was kind of hard.
You could keep a good secret, though.
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of cutting Norman. You're cutting him a little low, man, because you said Norman Reedus of The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But you obviously haven't seen Boondock Saints. You haven't seen Blade 2. You haven't
Yes.
seen Boondock Saints 2.
You haven't seen Hot Italian Models?
6 Ways.
That was Norman Reedus in Blade 2?
Yes, it
Scud was Norman Reedus?
You're fucking damn right.
Oh,
it was.
shit. I just realized that. Wow.
Pandorum. I mean, he's, come on. He's Norman Reedus of...
He hung out with Wesley Snipes, is what I'm saying.
I think he did. He learned martial arts.
So I had been putting this together and working with the production team and hoping this would come through, and it looked like it was happening, and I was like, oh man, now I got to decide who amongst us is going to be a part of this, because at first they wanted just a small handful of us.
That's not
and
exactly
it's like
what you did. You did
Sophie's
a sneak on us,
like Sophie's Choice. Like I got to pick some.
You told us like a week before that we were going to go somewhere else. Is what you did. I think
It was mostly just you and Jake.
There was a couple.
Is that right?
Okay,
Yeah.
there was a.
Oh my God, you guys knew?
Yeah. So there was a couple people who knew about it for a while,
I didn't know
but
you
there were
didn't know
some
this.
people like. We didn't tell Mike. We told him to save the date for something
Sprung
else
him-
that was a
sprung it
fake
on him
thing.
surprise.
What you told me we were going to do, I was
I
almost
know.
as excited.
I know.
Was that the
I know.
Arlen Ness? Was
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Arlen Ness? Ooh,
Supposedly
that's a
the
tough.
Arlen Ness.
And
But
then
the funny thing, I love Mike dearly, is that the two people we didn't tell was Mike and the 17-year-old girl.
the only rean I
Sorry.
didn't tell Mike, because at the time we had gone past our limit of how many people could be a part of it, and I felt bad that we couldn't include Mary, and I didn't want Mike to be in that position of being married to somebody and having to keep a secret from her. So that's why I kept the secret from you. But then once I realized we can still utilize Mary to take photos for us, so then that's when I told you, Mike, but I wasn't going to tell you because I didn't want you to have that burden.
I feel like it's because I take up the personality of two people. I mean, they take up a lot of room in here, I feel you.
So it was really awesome. So let's talk about the day that it happened. Well,
it was
aside from Jake, who didn't know, but Jim was like, so you're going to take the day off from school. Jim was,
yeah, well,
you were nervous.
I was not necessarily. I was more of a bit of a naysayer, I'll say, because I've known people that have gone through similar things before, and I'm like, the whole time I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. And Liza, in her secretive ways, would little by little dribble out bits of information to keep me on the hook. But next thing you know, we were wrenching, and
well, no, first it's like, I need everyone down at the garage in the morning because it's time to clean.
Well, yeah, listen, you had mentioned like actually a few months before that you had put the contact out. So I remember you just like because I believe that you didn't even believe that it would possibly happen. So you were just excited that you sent out.
Like winning the lottery.
Yeah. And so you were like, oh, I got to tell you. So you told me. And that was like way, way before. So, but when you hit me with the Arlen Ness thing, I totally had no idea. And the other thing was that the day that the production happened was on a day that we don't normally do our Sunday garage, open to the public co-op thing. And I think that was a big part of it.
Right.
Was to pick a day where people wouldn't look on, Google, whatever, and find the garage and decide to come down.
Yeah.
Well, and
so we need to be like a closed set.
The sad thing is there are still members of our group that didn't know that we did this and are probably just found out now that the TV show has aired.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Wah, wah. Maybe you should come every week.
Yeah, right.
So everyone showed up like a boss, and we set about cleaning and setting up lights and just
the floor is actually concrete.
Though I want to say one of my favorite parts is Mike took it so literal. Oh, and I'm like, yeah, we need to clean. Next thing you know, he's on the outside of the garage with a rag and Windex cleaning all the signs on the side of the garage.
The license plates. I was like, because I just started to take a look around, and there was just like I was like
shit everywhere.
Yeah, it was like, damn, like hey, we're cool with this.
That's our rustic charm.
Yeah,
I'll say this. So Mike totally stimulated my stoke because I roll up and Mike's he's polishing pumpkin, right? And he goes, "Hey,
Mike was the
you want
first
some
thing you
cleaner?"
clean
There was no engine in it, but I was cleaning it.
Next thing I know, I'm cleaning my my bike. First time ever. I'm like, fucking clean it. You know?
That's right. Yeah,
Mike got me fired
I was
up.
like,
I had Black Betty. I forgot. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where you don't know what time they're going to show up because they were off shooting somewhere else. But we're all just getting ready and hanging out and just kind of, all right, well,
And they were
just
late
going
too.
to ranch.
It was
So
supposed to be earlier, and they were a couple hours late.
But
on what
then-
Jim was saying, that also too, I kind of was like a little iffy on that the fact that it was coming because the time kept getting pushed back and pushed
Yeah.
back, and
Well, they were at
so I
zero,
was
right?
like definitely on pins and needles. I was like, is this really going to happen? And then
it happened. Well, first, some production people started showing up, and then some more production people. There was a whole bunch of production people.
Yeah.
I don't think I did not realize how many people are tagging along, and a bunch of them, I think, were just suits,
But I thought we remember we had to strip down the tent off the first garage, and we're pulling out piles of wood, and then we've got like all those like little parts from blown up engines on the like it's like a big huge necklace on the the fence, and we were like kind of like reorganizing them and just trying to make everything look less shitty.
We were moving around junk.
Yeah.
Like Sanford's son.
And when I looked at it,
clean up
you mean like a calculated shitty, not just like a random shitty.
a little bit like of a visual clearance or whatnot. But
like you say, Knock, you can't fake shitty.
You can't fake shitty.
I felt like we should make an impression because like normally it's like college kids who come by and then guests, listeners who just like drop in and they're just stoked to see us. But these are like.
But then, like Liza said, all of a sudden the one dude showed up. Then another couple of dudes showed up and were like, "Ooh, he's got a walkie-talkie. This must be like something real."
Oh, he's got an arrow station.
Yeah, but then when I knew it was on, is this dude rolled up on a big touring BMW bike with like this full suit and all the expensive gear, and he was all like tall and wiry and had that like I ride motorcycles like a motherfucker look, and I'm still alive.
I do
at
this
55.
for a living.
It was the Hollywood thing where like you're like, well, who's who? Like, what the hell do you do? And this guy's walking around kind of important. This one's got a clipboard. Like, so you're nobody, and then you're someone important, I think. And then you're a guy on a motorcycle who's like, what are you?
But he was the film motorcycle dude, so he was anyway.
rider.
But put
I
the
was
monkey
kinda
on the
like
back.
with Jim, where like I didn't believe it till I saw it. I mean, I heard about this thing. I mean, I think I was one of the first people to actually to get told that this was actually happening. I was like, oh wow, this is kind of neat. And like the whole celebrity thing, I'm not really a starstruck kind of a guy, and it was like when he rolled up, I was like,
froze,
oh, okay.
bro. I saw
Oh no, I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is totally happening. All right.
Well, and when he pulled
But like, I mean, like, how am I supposed to act? Like, oh my god, the guy from Walking Dead. I don't watch that fucking show. I'm just saying.
when he pulled up on that Roland Sands BMW, and then
BMW
followed
was
by
sweet.
Imogen on that sweet Harley.
Well, they had their helmets on for like a good while, and I'm like, who the hell is this girl? I was like, is that Sandra Bullock or something? Like, because it's supposed to be a special guest, so we didn't, it was like the surprise, and then it's like 10 minutes later, like, all right, well, we're waiting here.
And then right away I blew it because I just walked right up to them and like started beckoning, come park here, and then just said, "Hey, I'm Liza," and he's like, "Hey, I'm Norman," and then the cameramen run over and they're like, "Hold on,
Get out of here! Get out of here!"
Go back.
I thought you were going to be like, "Hey, you're missing a bolt."
It's like, welcome to the world of reality shows.
It was staged. A good amount of it was staged. But that's what you gotta do.
I disagree.
No, I think there definitely were parts that were definitely a little stagey for sure.
Well, they wanted to capture
But they're like,
moments.
wait, hang on, like we got to do this, or hang on, can we do that again? But I think 70% of the time it felt pretty flowy and not pretty relatively natural.
Oh, certainly. Like the whole hanging out, talking to Norman, and getting to know each other. That was pretty cool. We're just like people hanging out in the garage. It took a little bit, to not think about the production people around, and when you just start talking.
It's like the water had to settle a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Well, we started with we wanted to get the ride down West Cliff during the sunset. I hope that came out. We haven't seen it as of this recording. We haven't seen it yet.
And the swell was whumping.
Day I've ever seen on. I was like literally. Like no joke, picturesque. Like every turn that we took, it was just like the beams of light through the clouds. The waves were just like perfect.
The surf was way over, like it was
beautiful
overhead
out everywhere. It made Santa Cruz
very
look like
Santa Cruz.
So a little behind the scenes, we actually had a CHP escort.
Yeah.
And which I had to tell
hooligan ride.
I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. Like, you know how we are. Let's just go do a quick ride. And it's like, hold on. You got to tell them where you're going. It's like, what? Oh, crap. this is a procession. It's not just a bunch of people following me.
It's a parade.
You forget about this whole procession.
This is a rolling photo shoot.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to give them directions, and then there was the camera truck with the guy in the back of the truck facing backwards.
Yeah, it was like an SUV with the trunk open and a guy like strapped in with this massive.
Who was the only one smart enough to wear an open face helmet? Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but check it. But check it out.
I'm grinning my ugly mug, going, it's me. Me and a bunch of faceless helmets.
I saw you grinning when your mirror fell off at the stop.
Yeah.
I literally didn't.
And Norman had to pick it up for you.
The fucking mirror.
Norman's picking up.
He's like, the fuck?
Norman's picking up parts off Liza's bike on West Cliff.
Dude, we would definitely miss it. Like that ride would definitely capture the essence of the fact that this is motorcycles and misfits, because all the bikes are misfits and all the people are just completely.
What I loved is Knock realized, wait a minute, we have a CHP escort and we're going up West Cliff, which is a lot of traffic, and they're just like cutting people off. And and then at some point he realizes, I can do fucking wheelies if I want to. Like, I ain't getting busted for nothing.
What's he gonna do? Pull me over? I don't think so.
It was like a once in a lifetime. Like, I'm actually being escorted by police. So I have
and filmed.
Hypothetically, I'm a stuntman. I'm somewhat licensed to do this, right? So
it was almost like your duty. At that point.
And then there was the other cameraman on the back of the BMW.
That was cool.
Bad. He was up on the sidewalks.
We've actually been doing that since that happened.
Yeah, we have
turned Kat around on Zach's SV, and we've been having her do the same thing with my little bullshit ass camera.
It's true. That was like a little training day on how to film. That guy was good too.
Yeah,
man.
no, I saw that guy doing what he was doing, and then on that ride, on that last West Cliff ride, like I took Kat and I was like, I'm gonna do what that guy did.
Heck yeah.
But I think one of my favorite moments, though, was when we came back to the garage and we're all settling down, and Norman just said, he just kind of sat down on the ground and kind of beckoned everyone over and said, tell me your stories.
No. That's not what happened. This is. Let me just call back to what he was saying before, where he was like, it's mostly like produced, like Knox said. The reason why I don't think it was that way was because when they first rolled up, like you were saying, with the helmets on, you came up to them and the people were telling them to stop. I was expecting, because I've been on a few sets before where everything is like so mechanical, and I didn't get that vibe, because at some point he was just kind of like walking around, and then like he'd be doing random shit with people while we were doing stuff, and then just cameras would just like kind of be over here, camera over there, and so I think that he was trying to create more of an authentic vibe.
To me, it felt it was a genuine moment, and I also want to take a moment to say, oh my God, that guy likes to hug.
Yeah, he does.
Boy, he is a hugger. Just really sweet. He gave everybody time, even some of my neighbors who were hanging out.
Yeah. No, the vibe you get from him immediately is, and it sounds corny or whatever, but he was really sincere,
authentic.
He was nice and authentic. Nothing but really genuinely nice things to say about him.
If you get paid a lot of money to pretend to be somebody else, you've got to be pretty nice.
Let's take a moment though to reflect on Imogen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take
Imogen
more than a moment.
Fucking hot.
Word.
I can't believe I missed her last year at Born Free 7. I'll see her this year.
Dude, I saw her. We're riding down, and it was Liza was in front, the van, then Liza, then Norman, Imogen, and
Doug.
Yeah, Doug and Knock doing wheelies. But then Imogen, remember Knock when she laid down on the tank,
put
her feet back on the bitch seat, and rode down West Cliff like that. I could have died right there and been happy. I'm having one right now.
Well, Norman said he's like, this is like the one. I don't know if he was just bullshitting us, but he was like, oh, this is the best ride I've done, and he's like, this is like the most people I've actually ever ridden with.
And Imogen was
that's what he said, like straight up. I guess
funny.
when you're famous, you don't ride with like packs of 15, 20 people.
Yeah.
Well, they said West Cliff, and we were all in. And Imogen also was super cool.
Yeah,
really nice. Real genuine. So yeah, it was just super cool that they were.
I mean, if they were having like a 13-hour day, they were really patient with us and the whole thing. I guess that's part of their professionalism, I guess, which is
I think cool. Based on some of the ads and stuff that I've seen, like I don't really know yet, but I feel like maybe a lot of the other places are a little bit more done up and this and that. And I know that when he came here, he got the vibe that this is like a hometown. Everybody's kind of like really, close knit, and
maybe I kind of get the thing. He's a biker, and any biker community, he knows he's instantly a part of.
It's the kind of place where it's like a no judgment zone. Like anybody can come, and I think that he got that. It wasn't like exclusive to anyone.
But everyone here got like a kind of a moment with him to just kind of talk, or with
Pumpkin
Imogen,
did
right?
too.
Yes.
Not to mention, he had a moment with some things around the garage as well by the end of the night.
Those moments.
Well, so then we came in to record the podcast, which
I kept calling him Daryl.
Oh, no.
Oh, what an asshole! I was like nervous. I was like, it actually got nervous because like
Here's the guy that's not flustered by stardom.
I actually
It was
asked
the
him.
situation, you know.
I asked him if I was like, do people ever come up to you and say like, "It was a firefight," and he's like, "You have no idea," all the time, and I don't even know why they say that to me. You know?
Yeah, right.
You know, and I want to take a moment, though, to give a thanks to Zach, Bagel, and Mary, who all came knowing that they wouldn't get, camera time on the podcast, but they came to just be support and to help and just work on our production side. So that was really cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, I ran the board. That was fun.
I'm
having the dude come over and hook all that stuff up and kept on coming over and like adjusting the levels. I was like, I don't really know what I'm doing. No, I'm like, I don't really know what you're doing, but sure.
After we had done this for a while, did you guys even notice the cameras anymore, or did you just kind of get used to them? Because I didn't even hardly notice them.
Would you say Imogen? I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Jesus, Jim. Get your shit together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was like what you said. It kind of they kind of went away because I was actually trying to actually have fun like I normally do at a podcast. You know? And I'm just talk shit. I wanted to curse a lot more, but I couldn't. So
and you're like 3 or 4 feet away from Norman. You're like tripping, like whoa.
Well, I mean, I think this one actually hit me. I was like, oh, this is really fucking happening, man. This is really bizarre.
Yep.
I was trying to be on good behavior because I was wearing a mic the whole time, so I knew production could hear anything I was saying.
Yeah, yeah.
You were mic'd up like a snitch.
I was.
Oh, so Mike, we got to take Liza out back now.
Yeah,
that's pretty fair.
But yeah, so we had the opportunity to do the podcast, and then afterwards, everyone's wrapping up, we're putting stuff away, but they still kind of hung out and talked with everyone. And of course, that was our opportunity to say, hey, before you go, we need to get a picture with you.
Yep.
Yeah,
now,
that's right.
I go running outside, and I was looking for the Roland Sands bike. And it's gone. And the producers are like, oh, it's already in the truck. We had to put it away.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I needed that. What? So I wheeled out one of my cafe racer and just said, yeah, we'll just put this bike here just for the photo. But come on, Norman and Imogen, let's get a picture with you. And
we'll explain to the people who don't normally listen to our podcast what you're about to get into.
We have this immature thing that we do.
If you have small children in the room, you may want
to anybody.
If you're a small child but over 18,
anyone new who comes to the garage, we asked to take a picture of them with their bike, and unbeknownst to them, this grand ballet has happened just prior to the camera shot, where somebody has, like a ninja, planted a giant dildo on the bike.
We're the dildo assault team.
Yeah,
like a
crack
2-foot
assault.
Yeah,
dildo.
we're
like an 8-pounder.
That's right. We're not talking any little old thing. Yeah,
it's
we're
like
talking
2 Subway
serious
sandwiches.
So basically, we dick people.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we dicked Norman.
He was a good sport.
He was actually playing with that thing. They ended up like fencing.
He was shaking like that weight shake thing you see on the daytime TV.
Oh yeah,
he was working out with it.
He was having a good time with it. Didn't we have producer approval to do that though?
Yes,
he was a really good sport about it. He took
they
it right in stride.
Asked me to do that.
Right.
They're probably going to put that in the DVD commentary section.
So yeah, I don't think that's going to made it on the show, but yeah, we did dick him, and
he was laughing his ass off. That was funny.
It was a great experience.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
It was a lot of fun, and even working with the production company has been really awesome. I hope that the show came out as great as we hope, but this would be the opportunity for any of you out there listening. If this is the first time you've heard of us and want to know what we do, well, this is it. We're the Motorcycles and Misfits. And a quick background, we have the Recycle Garage. It's a co-op garage space where we get together every Sunday, and we come and wrench on bikes, and we help each other wrench on bikes, and we mentor new riders, and we
pull cheeky pranks on each other.
We go to events together. It's not a club. It's just this.
It's a community.
It's a community that we have here.
Very
and
diverse
from that,
community.
we would sit around and just, tell stories in the garage, and we decided to start recording them. And that's where this podcast came from.
I legitimately think like the garage is some of the more interesting people I've ever seen in Santa Cruz.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what we are. We share with you our community that we have created here. And I think that's what the producers and Norman saw and recognized, that we had have a really fun group here. And that's why we were part of it. But it was a great experience. And hopefully, again, if you're a new listener, you'll try out some more of our episodes and keep listening. And also, you can go to our Recycle Santa Cruz page on Facebook if you'd like to see some of the photos from there.
Some stupid videos of us doing really stupid stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We have a YouTube page that Mike works very hard on.
Yeah, we do recaps of each podcast every single week, so listeners from that don't get a chance to see us kind of get to see what we're talking about. And also, the trips that you were saying that we do outside of Sunday, we do all the recordings for that, and gives people a better chance to kind of get to know us better. And I think that they feel like they're here with us.
Yeah,
is the commentary that I've been getting. So
I think the idea was to get people to come out and hang out, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Show them we're not a bunch of shitty asshole biker types.
And also have a reference to like...
there is that. We teach them how to be shitty asshole biker types.
They hear our voices. They hear like the voices of Cody Webb, and then all of a sudden you get to see a video and you're like, oh, that's what he looks like. Like you put a face to the name.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's helpful. So...
Yeah, so hopefully you'll check us out. And if you like what you're hearing and you'd like to help support us, we also have a Patreon page where you can contribute there. And we have an email, and I'm going to make it real easy. You can go to our website at motorcyclesandmisfits.com, and you'll find the links there to our recycle page, our Patreon, our YouTube, our email. Everything you need is right there. So go to motorcyclesandmisfits.com and send us a message. Let us know if you have any questions or if any feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah. So I think we're ready to wrap. Oh, this is a great opportunity to let you all know. I've been in talks with Keanu Reeves. He's going to be coming up.
Get out of here.
Really?
Stop playing. Is he going to bring one of those... air filter.
This is a great thing. Now that I brought Norman here, I can get anything by y'all.
Dropping. Come on.
No, I'm just kidding.
I bet you he'd be as cool as Norman, though. Norman's the kind of guy that would come here on any other day.
Get Wesley Snipes.
I don't know. Norman was more than I ever expected. He was very cool.
He was too much, man.
And Imogen, too. So, but thank you to Norman for coming out. We really appreciate it. So I think we're ready to wrap up. This is Liza.
I am Zach.
This is Knock.
Jimmy.
Mike.
And we're out of here.
Cool.